Jerusalem's sealed gate is moving. Is Jesus about to return? For centuries, the Golden Gate in Jerusalem, also known as the Eastern Gate, has stood in solemn silence, sealed shut and steeped in mystery. It's a site of deep religious significance, not only for Jews and Muslims, but especially for Christians who believe it plays a pivotal role in end-times prophecy. Recently, however, reports and speculations have emerged suggesting that this ancient gate is moving, a phrase sparking excitement and concern among biblical prophecy enthusiasts. Could this be a sign that Jesus is about to return? To understand why this gate commands such attention, one must look to biblical prophecy. According to the book of Ezekiel, the glory of the Lord entered the temple through the east gate, Ezekiel 43:1-4. Many theologians interpret this as a messianic prophecy, symbolizing the return of Jesus Christ. Further reinforcing this view is Zechariah 14:4, which speaks of the Messiah standing on the Mount of Olives, east of Jerusalem, from where he will enter the city. The Eastern Gate is the only gate that directly faces the Mount of Olives. Because of this, Christian eschatology, especially in evangelical and dispensationalist circles, teaches that Jesus will return to Jerusalem from the east and enter through this very gate. For this reason, the Golden Gate is not merely an architectural relic, but a potential stage for one of the most dramatic moments in human history. The gate's physical state adds to the intrigue. It was sealed shut by Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent in 1541 AD and has remained closed ever since. Islamic tradition holds that sealing the gate would prevent the Messiah's arrival, and a Muslim cemetery was placed directly in front of it to further deter the entrance of a Jewish or Christian redeemer, based on the belief that a holy man would not desecrate such a place. While the religious motivations are debated, the symbolism of a sealed gate awaiting the return of a Messiah has captured imaginations for generations. The gate stands as a silent sentinel, waiting for what many believe is the final act of divine history. In recent months, videos and testimonies have circulated online suggesting that the stones of the Eastern Gate have begun to shift. Some witnesses claim to have seen cracks forming or stones subtly moving out of alignment. While these reports have not been officially confirmed by authorities or archaeological experts, they have ignited speculation across prophetic and Christian communities. Is the gate truly moving, or is this a case of natural erosion and structural fatigue being interpreted through a spiritual lens? In Jerusalem, an ancient city constantly undergoing construction, excavation, and seismic activity, movement of stonework is not uncommon. Yet, given the symbolic weight of the Eastern Gate, even a minor structural change is enough to stir eschatological anticipation. The idea that the sealed gate could be preparing to open resonates deeply with those who follow biblical end-times prophecy. Matthew 24 speaks of wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, and signs in the heavens as precursors to the return of Christ. Many believers look at the current state of the world, global conflict, moral decay, natural disasters, and increasing persecution of Christians, as evidence that these signs are being fulfilled. Could the shifting stones of the Golden Gate be another sign, a divine nudge reminding humanity to stay alert and prepared? For some, the timing is too precise to be dismissed as coincidence. Coupled with escalating tensions in the Middle East, especially around the Temple Mount, a site sacred to all three Abrahamic religions, the rumors of a moving gate fuel an already burning fire of prophetic expectation. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that reading apocalyptic significance into architectural wear and tear is a stretch. The idea that Jesus' return hinges on the physical state of a man-made structure is, to some, a misinterpretation of metaphorical prophecy. They caution against sensationalism and stress the importance of discernment, reminding believers that Jesus himself said no one knows the day or the hour of his return, Matthew 24:36. However, for many, it's not about predicting a precise timeline, but about recognizing the signs and responding with faith. The potential movement of the gate serves as a spiritual wake-up call, a reminder to live in readiness, holiness, and anticipation of Christ's return. Whether or not the Golden Gate is literally moving, its symbolic role remains profoundly powerful. It stands as a testament to hope, a visual promise of a future where justice and peace reign under the Messiah's rule. The very fact that it remains sealed, yet watched by millions, speaks to humanity's deep yearning for redemption and divine intervention. Instead of focusing solely on physical signs, perhaps the deeper message is about the state of our hearts. Are we spiritually prepared for the return of Christ? Have we made room for him to enter through the gates of our lives? As Psalm 24:7 declares, "Lift up your heads, you gates. Be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in." The eastern gate of Jerusalem continues to captivate believers and seekers alike. Rumors of its movement may or may not hold geological or prophetic weight, but they undeniably awaken a sense of urgency and wonder in the hearts of those awaiting Christ's return. Whether Jesus returns through that gate tomorrow or in 1,000 years, the call remains the same. Be watchful, be ready, and live every day as if the King of Glory is at the threshold.